Alright, so I got a review key for Nioh 2 today. um, I was at my second job with my babysitting the kitties, and I got a DM with the code. There's been a lot of information going around about this port. Some of it is true, some of it is misinformation. I was told that the port is still being worked on. There's probably going to be at least a few patches before release. Thought I'd show you guys the options first. And then we're going to go into optimization and stuff, because I know that's it's a touchy subject. I have what's considered to be a mid-range PC. There aren't that many graphics options. This is pretty low amount of options. You look at something like DMC5, which has like double the options this does. Games like Avengers and stuff, those let you customize things a lot more. One thing I should tell you guys is there is no DLSS right now. I was told that DLSS will be coming in a future patch, so that might help in running it at 120 FPS. I am able to max it at 1440, 100% resolution at 60 FPS. If I try to go above that, it tends to run around anywhere from 75 to 90, but it also has a tendency to drop. I would assume that the same problem that the console version has, where the particle effects just tank the frame rate. I assume that hasn't been fixed, and that's why it's happening, but I could be wrong. Overall, the performance is quite a bit disappointing. I have a i7 9700K and an RTX 2060. That should be more than enough for a game like this, but I was not able to get it to run at 120 FPS at all. I had some isolated instances where it would run at 120, but right now it doesn't really seem like you can do that, at least on my rig. However, I have seen other people mentioning that they have like 3090s and stuff and it's still dropping frames, so I don't think it's anything on my end. As a disclaimer, I did just reinstall Windows about 2 weeks ago, so there might be some settings that I forgot, but I've got it running on maximum performance and everything, so I really don't think it's anything on my end. I've seen other people mention this as well. So let's get into some quick gameplay here. I also had a problem with screen tearing as well. I had G-Sync on, and I got really bad screen tearing, and it didn't seem like there was a way that I could fix it. Load times tend to vary as well. I notice I do recover from deaths a lot faster, but that's about it. Like right now, with it maxed, it's still not keeping 60 FPS. It definitely is dropping quite a bit. Actually, it's getting really worse. uh, Seems like they did what was advertised, but still got a tendency to do that. One thing that's annoying if you're trying to optimize this game is you can't change any of the really important options unless you go all the way back to the title screen. Very similar to the Pirate Warriors 4 port. If you tried to do any of that with like Cheat Engine or something, it would crash. Seems like the game is just hard-coded to only do that, let you do that when you're at the title screen, you're not actually in gameplay. Overall, the performance has been quite a bit disappointing. It was fine at 1440p when I was not recording, but as soon as I recorded, it kind of went back to the way it was. I know I don't have the frame rate up right now. My overlay is not working at the moment. I will do another one of these later, but I feel like it's kind of pointless right now because they did say that DLSS is going to be coming in a future patch, so I don't know if that's going to be before, after, or during release. I have no clue. So there's a number of things performance-wise I can't test as well. That's why I think it's a little bit too early to pass judgment on this port. As you may know, the console version runs mostly fine in action mode on a base PS4. However, it has a penchant to drop frames a lot when there's an excessive amount of particle effects, and the most particle effects you can produce is when you're in a three-person expedition. So I have no idea how this holds up, but I've seen other people with better computers than mine mentioning it happening as well. Hopefully they'll get down to the bottom of it. I'm just going to show a couple minutes of gameplay here. Honestly, I don't think you really need to push the resolution on this game. I think having a better performance is what people should be prioritizing, but it is disappointing that even on a pretty capable PC like mine, or one that's even better than mine, it's not quite performing as it should be. Yeah, I don't really have the weirdest arrangement of parts either. I've got pretty standard stuff in my rig, so I really don't think it's anything on my end, but I wanted to kind of form my own opinion before going off people who might have some kind of weird combination of stuff that the game doesn't like. There's definitely been a lot of stuff like that lately.
Yep.
I forgot how not fun this game is at the beginning. You have no key and you have no moves. Anyway, let's play a little bit more. I don't really think I need to prove that I'm pretty decent at this game. I've already proven that multiple times at this point. So let's set up some soul cores here. Certain things are definitely faster than they were. Getting into the menu and stuff, the map runs at 60 FPS now, which is nice in its own way. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot. Alright, it should help. Even right now, it's dropping frames. It's not even staying at 60 FPS, which is really weird. The thing I noticed the most was it would go to like 90 FPS or like 80 and then randomly drop. It's really weird. Maybe I am terrible at this game, or maybe I'm just used to like 300 hours of actually having options and having nothing right now. I probably won't play this all the way through again. Maybe if they added something completely new, I would. Most likely I'll probably just try to get my character back. But I wanted to show the authentic experience without messing around with cheat engine and stuff. definitely interesting to play this from scratch after being around since launch day. That's definitely a little awkward. Like, what is the new player experience like? They definitely have nerfed some of the dumb stuff, but it's still a very challenging game. A lot of people are saying, after playing this for so long, that the first playthrough is the hardest. In a way it is, but mostly because you have a lack of options. You're going to be really not accustomed to having nothing after hundreds of hours of having everything. It will be interesting if I did play this from scratch. It would be interesting to see what the progression's like now, because they've made it so you don't have to go through the whole every story mode anymore. You can get to the next playthrough pretty quickly. I'm curious how much that actually affects things. So I don't know if these are people or not. Obviously I'm not the only one with a review key. It took me... I got my review key a little bit late. People have had them since like last week, but I just got mine today. Good luck getting help. I have a lot of help to go around right now. Suffering playing this at the beginning because you're so damn tired all the time. The only way I could really enjoy this game was when I had ultimate courage and I had all that key recovery. I'm not a fan of stamina systems. I never have been and I never will be. I definitely would like this game better if it just like doubled the stamina or something. It's really not fun just standing there and being tired. I mean, as much as I love this game, I definitely want to see them do something without the limitations of having stamina. Just like, still make it challenging, but have stuff like guard cancels and no stamina, things like that. Be way more up my alley. As it is, there's lots of things about this game that really irritate me, but I know I'm not alone now because they just put out that patch on the console that people are seemingly hating. I haven't touched it yet myself. Noticed right there when the yokai realm disappeared or dissipated, the frame rate got really choppy. I don't know what's wrong with this port. I think DLSS will help. I know that helped a lot of people with Avengers. Avengers had the same problem this port had, where it was far too demanding and the performance was not really representative or indicative of what your computer can handle. Like I said, small disclaimer, rather large disclaimer. I did just reinstall Windows. I checked all my settings. I've got it on optimal performance and everything. I really don't think it's anything on my end, but performance has been definitely disappointing so far. However, they're still working on it. I think it's unfair to the game to call it out for terrible performance and say it's another bad PC port when it's not even released yet. We're still over 2 weeks away. I know that they're going to be working on some things. In the instructions that I was given when I got the key for this, you know, they mentioned some bugs. and some features that aren't in yet. So hopefully it will be fixed. It's a little disappointing that I can't run it at 120 FPS. The fact that I can't run it at 120 FPS basically means that the only thing I'd be getting from this benefit-wise would be just faster load times, not having to pay for PS Plus, and then eventual mods if they come. Some people have mentioned that they wanted to do mods if the port is better than the first game. Uh, First game had a lot of the same problems this game does. A lot of random performance issues and stuff, like your computer should be able to handle it just fine. You know, this game runs at mostly 60 FPS, at least when you're playing solo. The PS4, which is really crappy hardware from like almost 8 years ago. So when you consider, you know, the people that are getting PC review keys generally have PCs on par or even stronger than mine, if they're content creators that are at the level enough where they can get review keys for decent sized games like this, it should be running better. But I just wanted to give my 2 cents. I am not hating on the port. I'm just giving my personal opinion and my personal experience with it. As things change, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Uh, I'd be wary of any PC port review for this right now. This is not really a PC port review. This is mostly just showing that I have the game, showing my overall experience, how it looks and stuff. I've got, let's see here. I had it maxed at 1440, and when I started streaming, it started to really crap out. You can change the resolution scale. I'm not really sure how much that makes a difference. Ironically, Avengers, which is another poorly optimized game, I remember using the resolution scale on that, and it fixed. But it seems like something's wrong with the engine. It would make sense. I'd be pretty surprised if it was not the engine, simply because the first game was the same way. There was that level where you fought the big skeleton. I remember the performance on that level was so bad that I had to get carried through that level on every subsequent playthrough I did, because the performance was too bad to actually play at that point. Overall, the verdict's still out on it. I would not really listen to anybody who's making clickbait saying that the port sucks. It does have problems. I'm pretty sure they're aware of it. I know it took the first game's PC port a while to get fixed as well. Dynasty Warriors 9, infamously terrible optimization, way worse than this. It took a while for that to get fixed. They did end up doing a couple optimization patches, but that game definitely ended up being something that you needed a pretty good rig for. I don't see how this could possibly be anywhere near as much demanding. There's like a maximum of like 5 characters on screen at once, and this game essentially has like PS3 visuals in a lot of ways. It doesn't really seem to look much better than the console version. I have double the resolution over the console version, but the performance is about the same, which is a little bit weird. Like I said, DLSS will be coming later. I might not do that much with this right now. I mean, this is not really a new game to me. I've been playing this game since the first night it came out. You know, I've made countless guides for this and stuff. I'm not really too keen on starting over. It's very possible I might just give myself Armada and get towards the end so that I can do a more detailed PC port review when the time comes. But right now, I think it's better for everybody just wait before you pass judgment. Thanks for watching and hope this helps. Maybe I'll put up some more PC gameplay later when I have a few more moves. I don't really think the concept of me playing this game is really a new thing, because it's been a mainstay on the channel for like 10 months now. I don't really think seeing me play through the same game again is really going to be that interesting, but when mods and stuff come out and when they do more updates for the performance and stuff, I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching. Also, thanks to everybody who watched my Nioh 2 guides. I'm pretty sure that's a good reason why I was able to get the key this early, because I definitely worked my ass off on those guides. I did my part for the community. I'm average at best at this game. I'm not like super hardcore, try hard, massacre at it, but I'm decent enough. I was good enough to at least help some other people out. So I will do the same with this, but it's mostly just going to be showing off mods if they happen, and then you know, updates for the performance and stuff as they happen. Thanks for watching.